There are some things that cannot be hidden, no matter how hard someone tries to hold them back. A lingering gaze, a smile that appears for no reason, or a small hand gesture that suddenly becomes awkward. These are all small, but real, signs of someone falling in love. And this time, all eyes are on Zhang Ruonan and Bai Jingting, two stars who have shaken the Chinese entertainment world with their intense, yet sweet natural chemistry. This story began on the set of their drama, where Zhang Ruonan and Bai Jingting were first paired as the lead actors. No one expected that behind the camera, such real feelings would emerge. When they acted, it was as if the world stopped spinning. Bai Jingting's sharp yet gentle gaze, and Zhang Ruonan's nervous response as she tried to hold back a smile. It all felt too real to be just acting. Even the staff on set commented that the atmosphere between them felt different. There was a small silence every time Bai Jingting looked at Zhang Ruonan. That gaze, even without words, seemed to pierce her defenses. And in those moments, we could see how hard Zhang Ruonan was trying to hide her nervousness. But as always, love has its own way of being read. For fans who pay attention to details, their interactions are very touching. Behind the interviews or drama promotions, Zhang Ruonan always seems to try to maintain a professional distance. But her eyes say otherwise. Every time Bai Jingting speaks, her eyes are fixed on him, full of attention, full of admiration. There was one moment that went viral on social media, when Bai Jingting looked at Zhang Ruonan as she giggled after misquoting a line. Zhang Ruonan's face immediately turned pink, and she reflexively covered her face with her hands, saying softly, "I'm so embarrassed." Bai Jingting just smiled gently, looking at her as if to say, "You're so cute." And from that moment on, fans began to believe there was something deeper between them. Bai Jingting is known as a calm, intelligent, and charismatic figure. He doesn't talk much, but every word that comes out of his mouth feels meaningful. For Zhang Ruonan, this may be one of the reasons why she seems nervous every time she is around him. In an interview, when asked about her co-star, Zhang Ruonan paused for a moment before answering with a nervous smile. Bai Jingting is too focused. Sometimes I'm afraid he knows I'm really nervous in front of him. That simple sentence was enough to cause an uproar on the internet. Because behind those words, there was an implied, honest confession from someone who was falling in love. Meanwhile, Bai Jingting, with his calm demeanor, never directly talked about his feelings. But his expression always changed when Zhang Ruonan's name was mentioned. His voice softened, and his eyes gazed into the distance as if thinking about something only he understood. In the entertainment world, many actor couples try to show chemistry for promotional purposes. But what happened between Bai Jingting and Zhang Ruonan felt very different. There was an undeniable warmth and honesty in their every movement. One of the sweetest moments occurred when they appeared at a promotional event. When the host teased them with questions about the kissing scene in the drama, Zhang Ruonan immediately laughed nervously and looked down. Bai Jingting, on the other hand, just smiled slightly while looking at her, and that expression said more than 1,000 words. Fans flooded social media with comments like, "Why does Zhang Ruonan look so nervous? This isn't acting anymore." The way Bai Jingting looks at her, that's the gaze of someone who's fallen in love. And indeed, all the evidence seems to point to one thing. The two of them are in a phase where feelings are growing without them fully realizing it. There is no official acknowledgement, no sweet statements in front of the camera, but that is precisely why this story feels so real. The awkwardness, the small laughs, and the meaningful moments of silence. All of these form a delicate thread that weaves a love story without words. Every time they stand side by side, the energy between them is so strong. Zhang Ruonan seems to be trying to hold back a smile, but the corners of her lips still curl upward. Meanwhile, Bai Jingting looks like someone trying to make the woman beside him feel comfortable without needing to say it outright. And perhaps that is the beauty of their relationship. No grand declarations are necessary. With just one sincere glance, everyone knows the love is real. There is a part of love that can only be felt, not explained. When Zhang Ruonan stands next to Bai Jingting, her expression changes. She becomes softer, more alert, as if every second with him is precious. Fans who watched behind the scenes noticed how often she giggled every time Bai Jingting spoke, even when his words weren't funny. It wasn't laughter because of a joke, but because of nervousness, a classic sign of someone falling in love. And Bai Jingting? He knew. He was aware of it. Every time Zhang Ruonan made a small mistake or laughed nervously, Bai Jingting would just smile. A smile that seemed to say, "It's okay. I'm here." Perhaps this is what makes their relationship so interesting. The balance between calmness and nervousness, between elegance and sincerity. Bai Jingting provides a sense of security, while Zhang Ruonan brings warmth. In every interaction, there is a sense of complementarity. And even though neither of them may have dared to admit anything yet, everything they show is enough proof that love, no matter how hidden, always finds a way to be seen. Day by day, moment by moment, those feelings become clearer. And now, fans around the world see them not only as a couple on screen, but as two hearts slowly drawing closer in the real world. Because sometimes, love doesn't need to be announced. It's enough to be felt, through glances, smiles, and silences that speak more honestly than 1,000 words. And in the case of Zhang Ruonan and Bai Jingting, love is growing, slowly but surely. After seeing all those sweet moments, do you also feel the same tingle? Bai Jingting's gentle gaze, Zhang Ruonan's nervous smile, it all feels too real, doesn't it? Sometimes love doesn't come with grand words, but through small things, glances, laughter, and meaningful silences. Do you think the feelings between them are real, or just part of a role that's too perfect? Write your thoughts in the comments section, because we want to know what you think about the unexpected chemistry between Zhang Ruonan and Bai Jingting. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on the hidden love stories and meaningful interactions of your next favorite couple.